Good day everyone. We are the first group and the quantitative research that assigned to us, as you can see on your screen, is entitled The Emerging Issues and Impacts of Technology in Classroom Learning. We are your very own Antonith Ranin, and I'll be giving you a brief overview of this research article, together with Mr. Jovit Arroyo, who will be discussing on what are the things we found out, followed by Miss Kimberly Exconde, who'll be elaborating about something new we found out. And lastly, Miss Julianne Obrador to share with you some things that we thought we could use if we became a teacher. So without further ado, here is the brief overview of this study. So this quantitative study investigates the technological trends used in the classroom and further explore the views of 30 postgraduate students of education faculty in University Technology Mara or UITM regarding the emerging issues and impacts of technology in classroom learning. So the following trends specified in the research are social media, gamification, blended learning, ebooks, remote learning, or what is commonly known here as the virtual learning, and the self-directed professional development. So when we say professional development, it is any activities that develop an individual skill, knowledge, expertise, and other characteristics as a teacher. This is one way teachers can improve their skills and, of course, in turn boost the student outcomes. So the result of the study shows that technology has a rather positive influence in the classroom learning. So there's no significant emerging issues that will hinder their student learning. But let me be clear that there is no significant emerging issues is different with no emerging issues at all. The fact that they came up with the list of issues meant that they experiencing issues, however, they don't find it significant. There are a lot of factors that may affect the result of a study. We all know that. One is the background of the respondents and their experience regarding the topic. So they might find it not significant issues for them, but for some of us, like us who just started in the online platform, these are pressing issues at hand. So for the next part, it will be presented by Sir Jovit.
So, hi everyone, my name is Jovit Arroyo and I'm now continuing our discussion on this article. So, currently technology has a significant role in education in terms of facilitating in both learning and classroom or in teaching experiences on a classroom environment. And this study will provide understanding on how technology is perceived by students in terms of helping them in classroom environment or classroom learning. And it also helps us educators to understand whether technology leads to emergence of some issues that are considered to classroom learning. So as you can see on this slide, these are the highest gained average mean that been identified on the impact of technology in a classroom environment. So number one, it eases the pressure on the learners. Number two, it helps them to accommodate their personal learning styles. And number three, they enhance their professional development. So on the next slide, you can see that most of the impacts of technology on a classroom learning gained above average mean score, where you can conclude or you can say that technology has actually a good impact when it comes on learning. And we also find out that there are no actually emerging issues in such that technology provide a disconnection of students from face-to-face social activities. Also, students do not have equal access to technological resources. And number three, if teachers and students are not experienced with technology in classroom, valuable time is wasted on technical troubles. On the next slide, we can see that most of the emerging issues of technology in classroom has also gained above average mean score, where we can say that it has actually no emerging issues when it comes in classroom learning.
Okay, so our next discussion, it's all about something new you found out. Honestly, me and my group mates, we find it hard to really look for something new in the article that was assigned to us. Not because alam na namin lahat yung topics or issues presented in the article, but because most of them are familiar na kami. So, these things or these points na I'm gonna present to you are somehow the highlights of the article that we've read. Okay, so number one is faculty should always be in search to introduce the current technological trends compatible with classroom environment. I think this one is very important and is very relevant today, especially now we're in an online setting and flexible learning is required to everyone. And kailangan talaga natin sumabay sa agos ng nangyayari. What do I mean with this one? Parang yung level dapat ng or knowledge natin sa technology is not the same level sa kung anong alam natin before. For example, personally, before pandemic, ang alam ko lang talaga na video call or video conferencing is Messenger. Parang yun lang. Parang may alam akong iba pero hindi ko siya ginagamit. So if yun lang alam ko, messenger room nga, parang during this pandemic lang siya na-implement. So if yun lang yung alam ko, and I'm planning to conduct a synchronous class, that would be very difficult or even impossible if I want my synchronous class to be fun, creative, and informative. Kasi ang messenger room is limited, nakakapag-present pero hindi malaki yung presentation or walang sound. Limited din yung mga taong pwedeng pumasok. So that's why we are need to introduce the current technological trends. Kaya meron tayong mga Zoom, nalaman natin mga Zoom, Teams, Google Meet. Kailangan kasi natin mag-upgrade when it comes to our knowledge with technology. And also, we see it somehow new, itong first point, kasi relating it to Philippine settings and also some areas in the world or in schools. Parang yung mga ICT related teachers lang yung nakaka-appreciate ng importance ng technology at alam nila kasi they should know how to use technology. So, as we can see, teachers are one of the main factors why integration of technology in classroom learning is somehow not successful. And that issue or concern will lead me to my second point. So resistance to integration of technology in classroom learning is due to teachers' perception on it. So malaki talaga yung factor ng teacher sa pag-integrate ng technology. So especially yung mga teacher na tinutukoy dito, yung mga elder na, yung may edad na hindi na masyadong naabutan yung yung pagiging techie, ganyan. So, nakikita kasi nila yung technology, yung mga paggamit ng social media, mga Google, mga games, ganyan, ay for entertainment lang. Now, nasabi din yun sa article, para sinasabi na entertainment lang, baka maghinder lang sa mga students, maging reliant lang masyado yung student, hindi na makapag-isip. And we didn't disregard those effects and actually those are factuals, those are true. Pero if we only focus on that perspective na hinder lang siya, baka makaligtaan natin yung mga magandang benefits ng technology. So that's why I hope na most of the teachers or all of the teachers and us as future educators, we should make use of technology in classroom learning for the better, for fun, creative learning. And ayun. So that's it for my discussion. And for the next reporter, I would like to call on Miss Julie.
To continue our presentation, let me share to you the thing that we learned from the article and we can use in the future if we become teachers. And that is the integration of technology in teaching and learning. 2 to 3 years from now, we will be dealing with students. We will be teaching sets of students who are more exposed to technology. Teaching and learning will be more effective if we merge the traditional way and technology, leading us to what we call blended learning. In this way, we can connect to our students without filling the gap between our ages. Blended learning is also a way to make teaching and learning interactive because it allows us to explore different educational platforms that are mostly products of technology. For instance, quizzes, editing through Canva, and the like. Technologies are important for it gives us different approach in teaching. We can do quizzes online, we can have group projects online, and the like. It also give way to opportunities since both students and teachers are learning to navigate these technologies, and we can also use this in various ways, not just inside the classroom. Remember the TED Talk that we had last time about the blog of a student that is just for a project but became a reference to end a certain argument online? That is one way of how technology opens opportunities. Also, it boosts the confidence and performance of both teachers and students because of how interactive the class will be if there is the integration of technology. The class will be more engaging and interesting. So, the bottom line of all this is that we must embrace technology. We have to set in mind that technologies are here to be used as means of instruction and not to replace our teachers. We are to utilize these technologies to erase the thinking that there is a gap between technology and education. Let's integrate them. Let's maximize its use because technologies are here to be used. And that would be all. We hope you learned from our presentation regarding the article entitled The Emerging Issues and Impacts of Technology in Classroom Learning. Thank you.